watched The Man with 1,000 Kids on Netflix. Very disturbing documentary. In court, he claimed he fathered about 550 kids, but after they did all the calculation, it was well over 3,000, and they happen in different countries. The donors that we have locally here in Nigeria is where I would like to start, right? Personally, if you ask me if I would want to know if I was conceived through sperm donation, my answer would have been no. In fact, if I had children through sperm donation, I probably wouldn't want to tell them either. I mean, what's the point? You're my child. I raised you. After watching that documentary, things that I never thought about before started to click. I finally understood why this conversation is so important. What a lot of people don't realize is that there are actual medical and ethical concerns that come with donor conception, especially when it's poorly regulated or it's happening in poorly regulated countries, like the one that me and you are inside. So one donor can end up having hundreds and possibly thousands of children. Now imagine those children growing up without knowing that they're biologically related. Say in Abuja now, 30% of the children in Abuja could be from a single donor, because that's actually the reality for the countries where this guy donated. In a single city, literally 30 to 40% of the children there were from him. Imagine. So these children might meet, they might date, they might marry without knowing their siblings. Some of them could end up in the same schools, same universities, same workplaces, the same churches, they'd be dating each other with absolutely no idea that they're siblings. Is it likely? Maybe not. But is it possible? Absolutely. And the fact that there's even a sliver of possibility is reason enough to take it very, very seriously. As far as I could find, in Nigeria, we don't have a comprehensive national law that clearly says how many families one donor can donate to, like that sets that limit. We don't have any national law as to whether donor-conceived children can access information about their donor when they become adults. We don't also have any national law as to how these records should be managed, because the pool of sperm donors is usually much smaller than the number of people that are looking for donor sperm. So there's a good chance that the same donors are being used over and over and over and over again. If there aren't proper records and there are no proper limits, we're creating problems that these children might have to deal with years from now. And I think that the stigma around infertility makes everything worse. People feel like they have to keep things like this a secret, and I get it. But I think that we've reached a point where we need to start asking whether keeping that secret is actually protecting the child or protecting ourselves, protecting our images, protecting our egos and whatnot at the expense of a child. So maybe the healthier approach is actually honesty. You get what I mean? Age-appropriate honesty, obviously. I mean, maybe when they are older, obviously not when they are 5. But it's important to let these children grow up knowing their own story so that they never have to find out accidentally from maybe a DNA test, or maybe there's a medical emergency, or from a completely different stranger. Like, these things happen. Infertility shouldn't be stigmatized. Using donor sperm shouldn't be stigmatized either. But I also think that children deserve transparency about their biological origins. It's very, 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 very important. It isn't really about the donor. Donor doesn't matter. The parents don't matter. It's about the child, again, because they are the ones who will live with the consequences of whatever decisions that we make today.